It's spring cleaning time. Got goods to give away? Maybe bulky furniture, gently used clothing, or quality household goods? Call St. Vinny's at 608-278-2920, extension 1, to schedule your free home pickup today. Staff are quick, reliable, and efficient, and they'll pick up goods anywhere across Dane County. Take a load off. Call St. Vinny's today. It's easy to sit back and look for good things in the world, but what if we could be the good? Goodman Community Center has been a force for good for over 70 years. Now Goodman wants to challenge you to be the good. What can you do to make our community, our country, and our world a better place? Learn more about how you can be a part of what's good at Goodman at goodmancenter.org. Together, we can strengthen lives and secure futures. Today on CityCast Madison. It's Thursday, so of course, we're dishing on Madison's food scene. Where in town can you get your hands on some Japanese food that's not sushi? Have you tried the State Street restaurant Izakaya Koriyama? It's the new hot spot that's selling Japanese-style grilled street food. We had to know more, so we sat down with the owner, Hugo Leong, to ask about their menu and the izakaya culture behind their fare. It's Thursday, April 17th. I'm Bianca Martin, and here's what Madison's talking about. Hi, Hugo. Welcome to CityCast Madison.
Hi. Thank you for inviting me today.
Yeah, you've got a newer to State Street restaurant that I've been hearing all about. Tell us, what is Izakaya Koriyama? What are you all about?
So, izakaya is basically meaning Japanese late night bar. This is the concept I've been doing for a couple of years. We doing successfully in Chicago, so we want to expand our business outside of Chicago.
So what is izakaya culture? Can you tell me more about what's it characterized by?
So izakaya culture, it's basically not only in Japan, it also in Korea, in China, in everywhere in Asian culture. And basically people will come to drink and have food after exhausting day of work, which is they getting very tired of coming to work, and they try to relax themselves. Some situation that they wanna go out with friends and have fun and have a chit chat thing or whatever that situation is, and it's like a late night type of bar style. So in Japan, it's very popular because they work for 9 to 5, and so after 5 o'clock, people will go starting getting trains and going out to bars with friends and coworkers and try to have fun and try to drink and talk about the works and stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is a culture not only in Japan as well. Like I said, it also in all the country in Asia. I'm sure America will have the same. People want to go out and have fun, but mostly I see in here is more like on the weekend, like on a Friday, Saturday night. People will do that. But in Asian culture, I think the workload is more pressure, so they want to relax more after the shift.
Sure, so they get started during the week. Makes sense. And I've been hearing a lot about your restaurant, a lot of excitement. So it seems like it's going really well. How's it going on your end?
It goes really well. It's beyond our expectation. Actually, people just love our food, and we getting a lot of good feedbacks from customer saying we have such a good food, and we make stuff every day fresh. And they said everything is lovely, tasting is good, everything tastes so fresh, and they love the concept. We have nice decorations in the restaurant, and just make them feel like they going back to Japan. Yeah, a lot of people coming here been to Japan, and they they were, oh, that reminds me, years ago that was back in Japan, and they love it, especially the food and the yakitori that we specialize on.
And what is yakitori?
Yaki means grill, tori means chicken. So it means grilled chicken, but there's a lot more than a chicken that we can grill. So we still call it yakitori or kushiyaki, we can call that. It's like basically a skewer foods that we put on a charcoal grill. And very simple ingredient, but it brings out the unique flavor of the food.
Yeah, I saw that you guys serve Japanese street food, so that exactly that style. Can you talk about like what are some of your more popular dishes?
Yeah, so popular dishes must be, of course, yakitori. So in the yakitori side, the wagyu, it's one of our top seller, which is we're selling it for like a $9 for a skewer, which is unbeatable price. And the cutting we use, it's gonna be the short rib side. So it's gonna be a little bit of a part that people don't use much because when you usually people will use the ribeye side. So we pick the one that it's more like the short rib side, so people don't use, and cost of that we can bring it down so to $9 a skewer. And also very popular is like our yakitori chicken wings, the grilled chicken wings, and also the meatballs that we make from scratch from our restaurant, like from the beginning to the end. So we make our own meatballs here, and basically everything here it's like we make ourselves. Like we break down the chicken ourselves, and we try to separate the pieces and sell it, just like traditional izakaya shop.
And you had mentioned that you're hearing from customers like this feels like what you'd get in Japan. Can you talk about that? Like how similar are the dishes that you're serving and what you'd actually find in Japanese streets?
Yeah, so basically, when you're walking down a Japanese street, you will see a lot of yakitori place. You won't see a lot of sushi place, okay? You see a lot of ramen place, a lot of yakitori place, a lot of like katsu place. Katsu means fried pork fillet and stuff. Yeah, so basically you do see a lot of those like street foods. You don't see a lot of sushi place. So when it comes to like I mean, when we talk about Japanese food in America, people, the first thing they bring up is like, hey, you guys have sushi? But actually, Japanese food isn't just sushi. It has a lot of like a variety of food, like okonomiyaki, which is one of the very famous one, and takoyaki, which is one of the famous one. That people don't realize, and people a lot of restaurants don't have it. So it's a thing that we need to bring it to the customer and let them know what it's real Japanese food is, like what is real street Japanese food is. The people just understanding sushi part, but that's not how it works in Japan.
Right. That happens a lot in the US. Where it's just like, this is the thing. It's just like, well, that's not actually the real thing.
Yes.
Um,
And also in America, people will open a Japanese restaurant. They call themselves izakaya, but then they sell sushi. So this is not how it works in Japan. If you call it izakaya, you have to open late. Like in Japan, they open until 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, and some places like until 5 a.m. in the morning. So you have to open late, and you also have to have a street food, not just like sushi.
and that's one of the most exciting things about your restaurant is that you guys are doing that. You're open late, like you're open daily until 2 a.m., right? And then on the weekends till 3. Like we here talk about late night, wanting a late night scene. Are you guys trying to make a splash here and make that happen?
Exactly. We try to make it happen. We open every day as well, and we open every day late. As far as after pandemic, a lot of like late really late restaurant, they closed down. Not in Madison. They don't have it anymore. And I'm trying to bring up back the concept. So more and more restaurant, hopefully they can, bring back the late night vibe, because we don't want to just see the bars around. We want to see also like a real restaurant around, not like a McDonald's or a fast food restaurant, but also like a really sit down and dine in restaurant. That's what we want to bring back as well after the pandemic.
Are you looking for a job at an inclusive workspace? Open Foundation's LGBTQ+ Affirming Career Fair is coming up, and they welcome job seekers looking for just that. They're hosting a free career fair featuring employers committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's on Wednesday, April 23rd from 2 to 6 p.m. at Madison College South Goodman, where you can connect with employers who are actively hiring and value LGBTQ+ inclusion. Here are some of the glowing testimonials from job seekers who attended last year's fair. Quote, "The Open Career Fair was incredibly helpful in my job search. It helped highlight orgs that valued safe space for queer identities." And quote, "The Open Career Fair was the first time I felt comfortable meeting a group of potential employers as myself. Not worrying about having to come out during each conversation was an inexplicable relief." For more details, visit openmadison.org. Jones Dairy Farm makes products that are perfect any time of the day, but they're especially awesome for spring holidays like Easter and Mother's Day. We're talking fully cooked meatballs for easy, amazing meals or delicious appetizers. Naturally smoked hams that feed a crowd and are so easy since they're fully cooked. Out-of-this-world bacon that's dry-aged and award-winning. And all-natural sausage that makes breakfast easy. Jones Dairy is a family-owned company out of Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, and they've been making mealtimes better since 1889. With high quality and amazing flavor, their products are available at most grocery stores, including Costco. Go check out their product finder on jonesdairyfarm.com to find out where to find Jones near you.
Hi, I'm David Plotz, the CEO of CityCast. We've all set health goals: lose weight, exercise more, eat better. But without a plan, those goals often fade. That may have happened to you. It has definitely happened to me. And that's where Prolon comes in. Prolon's 5-day fasting mimicking diet gives you a science-backed, structured approach to stay on track and see real results. And now Prolon is upping their game with the new Next-Gen 5-day program, delivering the same science-backed benefits in a cleaner, more convenient, and more flavorful format. Prolon is a plant-based nutrition program featuring soups, snacks, and beverages designed to nourish the body while keeping it in a fasting state, triggering cellular rejuvenation and renewal. Next-Gen builds on the original Prolon with 100% organic soups and teas, a richer taste, and ready-to-eat meals. Developed over decades at USC's Longevity Institute and backed by top U.S. medical centers, Prolon has been shown to support biological age reduction, metabolic health, skin appearance, fat loss, and energy. I've been doing the 5-day program, and I feel so much better. I really enjoy the tasty energy bars, the snacks and soups, and the fact that I can enjoy meals, even though the calorie count is super low. The flavors and textures are excellent. An olive oil snack here, broccoli and quinoa soup there, hibiscus tea, a yummy nut bar. It's got the benefits of a 5-day fast, but doesn't have the challenge of doing it with pure liquids. It's a system reset. And also, I know this sounds funny, but it's not. The packaging and directions are fantastic, clear, and well organized and thoughtful. For a limited time, you can be first in line to experience the new Next Gen at special savings. Prolon is offering CityCast listeners 15% off site-wide, plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe to their 5-day program. Just visit prolonlife.com/city. That's PROLONLIFE.com/city to claim your 15% discount and your bonus gift. prolonlife.com/city.
I understand just from reading that you were born in Hong Kong, and then you studied in Japan. You got interested in their cuisine. I am curious, what drew you to Japanese food and fare and culture? Like, what's the appeal for you?
Yeah, so all Asia share almost the same concept of like late night or izakaya or street food style food. They have really a lot of food in common, like in Korea, in China, in Hong Kong, or in like Japan. They have a lot of similar foods that also are street food, and we sell squeaks on the like grilled squids on the street, right? We
Squid.
have that in, yeah, squid. So like the giant squid that you will see in Korea, you see it also in Japan, you also see it in China or Hong Kong. They have it on the street. So like you can get it like while you wait, they do it in front of you. So it's basically we all having the same idea of street food style. And when I was young, I just obsessed with Japanese food. So I I go to Japan all the time, like twice a year, sometimes even more, to study food, to explore my knowledge about the Japanese food, and that's why I really want to open a Japanese restaurant and try to bring it over to the America because in here apparently they don't know like the culture of it. They just know about sushi. So we wanna me as a and also my team, my chef, and wanted to create really unique dishes here.
Mhm. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sushi is kind of like at least what I was introduced to when I was younger as Japanese food. So hey, you're just telling facts. Do you guys serve any squid here in Madison?
Yes, we have to bring as much as the street food that you can see in Asia that bring it over here. Like we have a lot of crazy and weird stuff in here too. We have raw octopus here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not live moving, but in Korea you can get that. But in here, we probably will scare people if we do that. So we try to avoid that. But yeah, it tastes really good.
What other dishes are kind of edgy for Wisconsin on your menu?
So let's talk about the okonomiyaki street food. In Korea, they also have like a pancake. They call it seafood pancake. In Japan, they call it okonomiyaki. They put bonitos on top, which is like tuna slices, and like really, really thin sliced tuna they put on top. And in China, they also have like really thin pancakes as well, and so does like in Hong Kong, they also have like a similar style pancake. And then this is very unique here because it's not the pancake that you see in the breakfast restaurant. It's different kind of pancake, which is savory and also like have a bunch of proteins in there, and it tastes very unique and different.
Yeah, that's interesting. When we think about pancakes here, people put syrup. It tends to be sort of sweet. Do
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
have any desserts on your menu?
Yes, we do. So we create a dessert that it's called dorayaki. It's basically from a Japanese anime show. It's Doraemon. And we create that because that's what a Doraemon that always eat. It's like a little pancake thing. It's like a dessert, but inside it has fillings in there. So that's why we want to bring it over and matching with the ice cream. It's perfect. Hot and cold, mix match. It's like melt in your mouth ice cream. It's amazing.
I am hungry now. That was the whole point. I just want to get hungry. I wanted to ask, you came to this is your fourth restaurant. You started 3 prior to this in Chicago, as you mentioned, but this
Yeah.
is your first in Madison. Why come to Madison specifically?
Yeah, so we want to be out of state. We have enough in Illinois. So when it first comes to choice, actually, the first place we are interested at is UIUC, which is Urbana-Champaign, right? We've been there and we look at the area and got a lot of students but when we come to Madison to compare, this is phenomenal city. This is the city that we want to leaving, we want to retiring. Got so much to do. Such a beautiful city, very peaceful. Like me and my chef coming in this town, just like, oh, this is a city we wanna stay and we wanna be in here. We wanna be retiring here because there's a lot
Wow.
going on. Yeah, we just love the Madison so much.
That makes me so happy to hear. Cuz it's such a treat.
Yeah, so when we first coming to downtown Madison, we went past the lake and also the Capitol. We can see it. That view reminds us in Chicago. So like, this is a city that like the city wants to build such a beautiful city. So we want to come here to make a beautiful restaurant as well.
Well, it's such a treat to be excited about a new spot on State Street. And you mentioned students, like obviously UW Madison's campus. That's a big group of people that are on State Street regularly. And looking at your space, it seems like you've got large tables for bigger groups to come in and like maybe even 8 to 9 folks. Do you recommend coming in a group? That's kind of part of the izakaya vibe?
Yes, absolutely. So the reason why we set it up like that and tight and little as smaller room for each other as possible is because that's how it works when you walking down on a Japanese street. The very popular bars, they always fill up and packed. And people are sitting next to each other. They don't know each other. They were just like sitting next to each other. Very small restaurant and like the shoulder to shoulder touch it. They don't even know each other. Sometimes they will have a little conversation, and that's how it works, and that's how it is in Japan. And we want to create the same atmosphere here, trying to copy the same atmosphere and make it a fun pace, especially on the weekends. Like, right, I don't know if you hear about us, we have karaoke going on. So people are just
Nice.
like have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the decor is pretty steeped in Japanese aesthetics too, right?
Yes, exactly. A lot of customer walking in and coming in, they feel like they're coming to Japan, like reminds them to the time that they were in Japan. And some Japanese come in, they say like they're feeling coming back home. Yeah.
That's huge. Yeah. And so, State Street is a really special place for Madisonians, and it means different things to different people. And it's actually, people kind of constantly talk about it, the spirit of State Street and the soul of State Street. And it's been changing because there's a lot of new things that come and older businesses that maybe small businesses that couldn't afford to stay. Do you have any concerns or challenges being in that location, or is it all positive?
Yes, so it definitely have a lot of challenge, especially there's so many restaurants, they have so many choices, but for our restaurant, we're very confident because we sell good food, we sell fresh foods. We care about customers' feedback, how they taste, and we can do the adjustment because everyone has a different taste. They have their own taste. Okay, I might feel this one too sweet. I might feel this one too sour or too savory. Right. So even like on the west side of the coast and the east side of the coast, like people are just taste different, right? So even in Chicago and Madison, I feel like people here wanted a little bit more of not that much savory in here in versus in Chicago because Chicago people are more heavier taste. I feel like they drink more alcohol as well. And
Give it a little time. I'm just
yeah,
kidding. Madison's got some drinkers too,
well, they do have
but
some
maybe not as much.
Right. We do have a lot of people coming in here for a drink, but they probably would just like get some beers and stuff, right? But in Chicago, people drink a lot of whiskeys and a lot of like sakes, and they like heavier food, so they wanted to match the alcohol a little bit more. Yeah, we care about the customers' feedback a lot, and we do see as we going really success at the moment, but there's a lot of choices in the downtown area as well, like I said. So, and a lot of competitions in here. You have to be really good for people to choose you guys. But I'm sure we are doing great because on the weekends we always packed. So on the weekdays, we always have seats, but I feel like our restaurant is kind of like busy compared to others. And we have a lot of return customers, so that for sure we know that we're doing great food.
That's for sure. I mean, the proof is in the pudding if everyone's in there. I do want to ask you before we let you go, you're a man of many restaurants already. Might you consider opening any other concepts here in Madison now that you're here? Should this venture continue to crush the way it's been going?
Yeah, so this is very interesting. Like I said, I just love Madison so much. If I'm gonna open another restaurant, I probably will still stay in Madison. And I want to bring up something also, nothing in town in here, very unique. It's Hong Kong Cafe, which means that we also maybe offer a little bit of like a dim sum, and also like some kind of like Hong Kong style street food.
Love it. Hugo, this has been so awesome hearing from you and hearing about Izakaya Kuriyama. Can't wait to get in there, honestly. Thank you so much for giving us your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I have to give credits to my excellent chef and the teams that built up my restaurant. And we have to thank our customer that are always coming in and supporting us. This has meant a lot to us. Thank you so much for inviting me.
That's Hugo Leong, owner of Izakaya Kuriyama on State Street. That's all for today, here on CityCast Madison. I'm Bianca Martin, your host. If you enjoyed the show, why not share this episode with someone who maybe has a stressful 9 to 5? Maybe they could use a really good new hang. All right, we'll be back tomorrow morning with more stories from around the city. Until then, eat well.